Welcome back. Today we'll be covering phase two of our assessment cycle, which is page two of the assessment tool. We have an entire semester devoted to the dialogue phase of this cycle. This permits us the opportunity to dialogue, interact, and organize any plan with our peers, within our discipline or within the course that we're assessing. Because you can do this in teams or individually, you want to make sure that you do indicate who participated in the dialogue that you had. Many times a course is just taught by one faculty member, so if that's the case, you'll have a monologue, but you're welcome to have a dialogue with a colleague from the same discipline who's teaching another course. So you indicate who participated. It can be up to 10 people. Whoever participated, put their name under faculty name or team names. Okay. Also indicate again the appropriate semester. This is for phase two. This faculty dialogue is a very straightforward set of questions asking you what information are you sharing with other faculty and how you're sharing this information. My recommendation is to be as detailed and specific as you can and indicate what is the dialogue that is occurring, rather than simply indicating the dialogues are held at meetings or the dialogues are robust. Indicate what are some of these informations that are going back and forth between your peers. Before that, to organize your dialogue, keep in mind that this can be done via email, through etudes, through face-to-face interaction, through a phone conference. Ultimately, it's up to the division how to organize the dialogue and then formulate it. At the end of the day, it's about extracting bits and pieces from all of our courses and sharing what works and what doesn't, and sharing what are the needs of our students, that sort of stuff. The actions planned here is a very important part of this phase. I think the most important part. It's here where you indicate what type of action plan you're creating to ensure that we increase student success, to ensure that in the next course, the next faculty member enhances the learning improvement in the course. So specific strategies that work, specific assignments or not to do things are important to pinpoint under actions planned. You can also indicate any formal changes that should go into the course outline of record. And then finally, you can correlate it with a resource request. So a powerful component of this tool is that we can connect it to a resource request, now formalize that process and directly tie it to our program review. So if you find that one of the needs of the course is a technological resource, now we can make that request through this assessment process. Actions taken, what changes have been implemented based on the previous course assessment. Here we want to be very precise about the changes. Ultimately, this process is about improving learning, paying close attention to teaching and learning so that we can modify, enhance as much as possible. So pinpoint here what are some changes that have been implemented in the past, or some changes that can be implemented as requested here under faculty reflection. So there is no right or wrong answer for none of these. There isn't a prescription as to how to formulate the answers. I would say zoom into your course, analyze it carefully, pinpoint the important components that lead to learning improvement or that don't lead to learning improvement. Make it as meaningful, as insightful, and mindful as possible. And that's the second part of our assessment. Please do visit our website if you have questions or would like to see samples of your approved SLO calendar or approved SLOs. We have a plethora of resources on our website. So I hope these short videos gave you an understanding of how to complete phase 1 and phase 2 of the assessment cycle. Phase 3 is a mirror of phase 1, so in other words, it's the exact same process. You just have to indicate under page 1 that you're going through phase 3, which is one of the options. And phase 4 is a mirror of phase 2, which is another dialogue period where you're closing the loop. You've done a comparison analysis to the reassessment in phase 3 and the continuous dialogue of phase 4. By that point, we close the loop on the changes that we've implemented. We do lead to the success that we're aiming for. I hope this was helpful.